We bring to you visuals, updates every minute with regards to what exactly is happening there. This is breaking news, and this is satellite imagery that we are showing you. This is Iran's devastation that's been caught on satellite camera. Let's take you through these very visuals, viewers. There's a clear before and after image that you can see, which indeed brings to light the extent of destruction and ruin in the very region. Large swaths of Iran in complete ruins as we speak. There is plumes of smoke that we've been seeing since February 28 from across Iranian cities, be it started with Tehran and Qom, and then it quickly spread to all across the other parts. Rubble that's been caught on satellite camera in wide scale. Day 6 of punishing US and Israel strikes that we see. Iran is constantly fighting back, but the strain of this war is clearly showing in these satellite images on Iran. US aims for a full domination of Iran's skies, and that's exactly what they have been claiming since day one. And which is why there have been speculations, as our colleagues who have been reporting on this since day one have been telling us that there are sources who are looking at a possible back-channel conversation. Because just look at these images. They are very clearly showing the strain that Iran is currently going through when we speak of the destruction, the extent of destruction, huge chunks of land in these areas, or the infrastructure on these very lands completely reduced to nothing but rubble. And that is what we are showing you here. Satellite images have showed this damage that's been caused by airstrikes across Iran since the United States and Israel started bombing and started this attack on the country on February 28th. The attacks follow months of threats by the United States, mounting military pressure that we could see with fast aircraft carriers being moved to the region. In fact, in mid-2025, we'd even seen a 12-day-long operation wherein there was a warlike situation that had in fact established itself between the two sides. But then it, in fact, came to an end after US had bombed those 3 nuclear sites in Iran. And this time, yet again, it is seen the kind of strain that Iran is currently facing when we speak of the destruction, the level of destruction it's dealing with. Now, viewers, as we move forward, we'll take you through the analysis of strategies that's being used by Iran. And this is, as we are calling it at this point of time, Iran's cheap strategy, because these are some of the armaments that we're comparing. There is the Shahed drone, which is at the cost of it being estimated between $20,000 to $35,000 versus the interceptor missile. And the interceptor missile, if we are to look at the cost of it, it goes up to as high as $1 million to $4 million. If we take a look at the cost of exchange ratio that we are bringing to you here, that would be 1:1,000 in favor of the attacker. That is the exact 1:100 in favor of the attacker. That is the exact ratio. That's the ratio that we have been able to understand at this point of time. Now, Iran's drone stockpile is around 80,000, is what we are given to understand and given to gauge from whatever information we have with regards to their equipments, their war equipments. And the production capacity stands at somewhere around 500 drones per month. Now, if we are to look forward, Iran can also fire 2,500 drones in a day for a month. But what remains to be understood is the extent of the operations that have been continuing, where Iran has consistently been launching drone attacks and missile attacks. What the United States, Trump administration, and Donald Trump himself has come out to claim is that this particular stockpile of weapons from Iran's side is slowly getting exhausted. And that is where they claim comes in their dominance in terms of weapons of war. And let's, in fact, tell you about the cost of war as well, the drones and the cost of war next. The first one, which we were bringing to you, is of Shahed. That belongs to the Iranian side, of course. The estimated cost, which we just told you, $20,000 to $30,000. The Lucas, however, from the United States side, already starts at the range of $35,000. This is, you can understand the estimated cost and what this war is costing rather from some of these armaments that we have tracked here, and we are showing you the cost of each of them. The Harop on the Israeli side, that is in fact comprised by the Israeli side, goes up to $1 million. Again, another very advanced weapon by the Israeli side is Hermes, which is $6 million, as we are given to understand. The MQ-9 Reaper, again, at a cost of $30 million, is currently possessed by the United States. And last but not the least, one of the costliest out of all these drones that we see, $100 million, and it's possessed by the United States, is the Global Hawk. This is what we are given to understand in terms of the drones and possessions by each of these nations that are involved in this particular war in West Asia: Iran, Israel, and the United States. And you can see the clear difference in the range in the very cost that we just compared for you here on our screens.